Hello everyone, in this video I am going to tell you about Article 370. On 7 August 2019, our President Ramnath Kovind declared abrogation of Article 370 of the Indian Constitution after the resolution to revoke the article was passed by both the houses of the Parliament. Now let's talk about what does Article 370 means. Article 370 is a temporary provision of the Indian Constitution which grants special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir under Part 21 of the Constitution of India, which deals with the temporary, transitional and special provisions. Article 370 is the only constitutional link between India and Jammu and Kashmir. Here are some major provisions of the Article 370. The first one is, as per this article, except for foreign affairs, defense, finance and communication, Indian Parliament needs the approval of state legislature for applying all other laws. The second one is, citizens of Jammu and Kashmir follow their own constitution and Indians of other state cannot buy property in Jammu and Kashmir. Next point is, the Union government cannot declare emergency in J&K unless there is a case of war or external aggression. In the case of any internal disturbance or imminent danger, an emergency can be applied only by the request of state government or by its approval. The last point we are going to discuss is, in India, the residuary powers are vested with the Union government, but in case of Jammu and Kashmir, the residuary power are vested with the state government. Here are some positives of abrogation of Article 370. The first one is, as per Article 370, people of other state could not buy land or settle in Jammu Kashmir. This was acting against the development of the region. By abolishing Article 370, now people can settle there, bringing better facilities, and also industries can be set up in the region and hence J&K can be economically developed. The second one is, by abolishing this article, the government can act tough against the terrorism present in the region. Third point is, many laws such as Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, Women's Reservation were not applicable to the Jammu and Kashmir because of the provisions of Article 370. Now all laws of India will be applicable to Jammu and Kashmir also. The fourth point is, when Jammu and Kashmir was one state, Ladakh felt separated. Its ecological and cultural uniqueness was not given enough importance and was often neglected because the culture of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir was very different. Now, as Ladakh is a separate union territory, it can boost its economy and can promote its culture. Here are some negatives of the abrogation of Article 370. The first one is, bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir was done without consulting the people and local leaders of the state. Moreover, there was a blackout of communication channels and media, so they had no possibility of expressing their views. This sends a wrong message to the people and is against the democratic principle of India. The second point was, people of Jammu and Kashmir have a feeling that settlers from other regions will change the demography of the region. Here we will be discussing about positive changes that has come after the abrogation of Article 370. The first one is, according to the reports of Union Ministry of Home Affairs, which has noted that terror activities have been reduced by around 36% in the valley after the abrogation of Article 370. Incidents of violence have been reduced significantly in the Kashmir Valley after August 5, and security forces have achieved the major success against terrorists. The second point I would like to discuss is, there has been 40% decrease of involvement of local youth in terrorist organization, as only 67 youth of Kashmir Valley were brainwashed and made to pick up gun against India. In the end, I would like to conclude by saying that abrogation of Article 370 to develop the region was a good and bold step taken by government. This step will help in integrating Jammu and Kashmir region with the rest of India. But the way it was done is against the democratic principle because the public or the state leaders were not consulted before passing this bill. To prevent the negative consequences, the government should take effective steps for the development of the region on a war footing. There is a need to improve employment opportunities as promised. Now it is the responsibility of government to make the people of Jammu and Kashmir feel safe and secure. Thank you. If you do like the video, please do comment and subscribe the channel for latest videos.